Well, the Idaho Steelheads open up a two-game series tonight against the Wichita Thunder from the Idaho Central Arena. Opening face-off coming up at 7:10 p.m. Cam McGuire here alongside head coach Everett Sheen as we open up our pregame coverage right here on KTIK The Ticket, brought to you by St. Luke Sports Medicine. Well, Sheener, before we get into this weekend series, we talked a little bit last weekend in Utah. And overarching theme, you guys returned back Monday night with that 5-4 overtime win and points, 5 of 6 points in that set. Another successful trip down in West Valley City.
Yeah, it was good for our guys. I thought we battled some adversity over the weekend and came through on the right side of things. And to get that win on Monday was huge for our group, I think. It felt like we were battling some things that were out of our control. And, for our guys to be able to stick with it and ultimately get the 2 points was big at this time of year.
Hockey gods, they always have a way to kind of change the fortune and change the magic around, because you guys fell on Saturday in overtime 6-5. Then on Monday, you come away victorious. And oddly enough, the guy that scored the goal for Utah Saturday night, Derek Dashke, well, he technically scored our goal on Monday as well. Connor McEachern went off his skate there. It's kind of funny how the hockey gods have a way of kind of flipping the script, isn't it? Oh,
big time. And I felt like that game on Monday we were fighting the hockey gods a little bit. It felt like things were going against us. We worked so hard, we tie it up, and then they get a funny bounce off the end wall to a guy who's shooting it 15 feet wide and goes off our D-man, who's in the right position, doing the right thing, and goes in the back of our net. So I felt like we were battling against them, and then obviously get that bounce in overtime was huge, and it felt like kind of turned the tide for us.
Power plays, special teams played a big part of that series, and you guys scored a power play goal in all 3 games. And a guy like Ty Pelton-Bice, who's back now, I think he's been back 7 or 8 games, he's factored in on all 3 power play goals there Monday. What's it been like having Bicer back in the lineup for you guys? Obviously, he brings a different element.
Yeah, it's been nice having him back. Like you said, he brings a little bit different out of him. He's not going to go out and bang bodies necessarily. He'll finish his checks, but his ability to think the game and find the open ice, and his release is second to none in this league. So he's been a huge boost to have back in the lineup and on the power play as well.
Another guy specifically, Connor McEachern, overtime hero on Monday night. He's been a guy that's been back now for about 14 games since injury and picking up just where he left off before his injury. Tops ranks in terms of goals scored amongst rookies and up there in points as well. And he'll play against his former club here tonight in Wichita. Always fun to play against your former team. I'm sure you did that as a player.
Yeah, actually, not really, to be honest.
Well, I apologize, but speak on it if you did.
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I played for Ontario, and then when I went to Colorado, Ontario wasn't in the league anymore. So, sorry to correct you there, but no, it's got to be fun for Caxton. He's been a tremendous player for us. He came in, he's got a unbelievable release, and he's fast, and he competes, and he plays the game the right way. So we're excited to have him back for sure.
Before we kind of talk about this series, what's on the line, because there's a lot at stake here tonight and tomorrow as well. Looking back one more time at that Utah set, you guys come from behind Friday night, trailed heading into the third period. You trailed after the first on Monday and then trailed after the second as well, and eventually complete the comeback there in overtime. And we talked about it, I think it was Saturday morning. That was your first come from behind win of the season when trailing after 2 periods on Friday night. So you've done it now twice in the last 3 games. And you guys have had a handful of opportunities this year to do it. So now that you've been able to accomplish it, what is that feeling like?
I'd like to avoid it. I'd like to go into the third period with the lead. But no, it's kind of nice having that ability. We battled back in games, whether we forced overtime or even battle back, tied up, and unfortunately lose in regulation. But it's just a spot you don't want to put yourself in. But now that our guys know we have the ability to do it, and it's a resilient group in there. So like I said, try to avoid it best we can.
Well, it seems like every day when we talk, it's like the standings picture just becomes closer, and closer. And Kansas City stretching their lead a little bit in the division now with 69 points, right above you guys. Tulsa, Wichita, and why am I blanking out here? Tahoe, 62 points, and you guys with 58. And talking with a couple guys, you played Wichita twice this season after the holiday break. So you only play them 4 times, and it's kind of crazy because last year you played them, 3 times, and they were all early in November. So I guess let's first start here with what is this Wichita club like? What can we expect from them? Because, heck, to be honest, I really don't know much about them from a hockey side.
Yeah, they're going to work hard. We got to keep them off the power play. They generate a lot in the O zone from below the goal line, so we got to make sure we're looking after the front of the net there. And they're a good team, but like I said, we haven't seen them a whole lot either. So it's kind of it's like playing a new team, which is kind of crazy playing a team in your division only 4 times, especially when you're battling with them for a playoff spot. So these 2 this weekend are really going to be big. We need to take advantage for sure.
Is there a sense of excitement when you play a team only 4 times a year? Because heck, last year I think we played a Newfoundland out of division more times than we played a team in our division. So yes, it is a division game. These points mean a whole lot, but it kind of feels like an out of division game a little bit.
A little bit, in the sense that we don't see them a whole lot. So it is exciting. It's a good challenge for our guys. We're neck and neck with them for a playoff spot. So these are the last 2 times we see them. We won't be able to take any more points off. So we got to come ready to go.
Another exciting piece for Idaho is they get goaltender Ben Cross back, reassigned from the Texas Stars earlier this morning. I think all Steelhead fans, I think they all love Ben Cross. Everyone that's come to watch him play this season know how good of a goaltender he is. And since he got reassigned to Texas, he played in 2 games up in the American Hockey League, won both of those, and he'll be a big backbone for you guys this weekend.
Yeah, it's hard not to like Crosby. He's an awesome kid. He just shows up to work. He's a true professional, and his game is just getting better and better and better. So we're excited to have him back in the lineup tonight, especially with Tomer going down with that injury last week. So it's nice to have him back between the pipes.
There you have it. That's Steelheads head coach Everett Sheen opening face-off between the Steelheads and the Thunder coming up at 7:10 p.m. Coach, as always, appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight and have some fun.
Thanks for having me, Cam.